Some 2,000 years ago, silk, once uniquely produced in China, has traversed deserts and seas to the west. A vibrant trade passage took shape. Transcending time and borders, the heritage of silk has survived and thrived along the ancient Silk Road. The central Chinese city of Xi'an, an ancient capital, is where the journey began. Sichuan, a county to the city's southwest, is known as the origin of the Silk Road. The gilded bronze silkworm unearthed here in 1984 testifies to the place's long history of sericulture. 2,000 years later, the ancient craft is kept alive. These silkworms are in their fifth stage and are close to maturity. At 6 a.m., silk farmers in Sichuan return from the mountains with fresh mulberry leaves.
它跟那个小孩一样，第一口桑叶要吃得干净的，以免呢它得病。
It takes great effort and patience to care for the worms, which, tiny as they are, have brought fortune and culture to generations of breeders in Sichuan.
我们十全有猪言语就是懒养猪，勤养蚕，28天见现钱。自我记事起哦，就拿我们这个村来说，就是家家户户养。
With tender care, the caterpillars grow fast. In about a month, they begin to spin a cocoon. It's time for harvest. Around 1 kilometer of fine and robust fiber can be reeled from one cocoon. The natural shine of silk is unparalleled.
石泉县的丝绸产品主要有生丝和胚绸，生丝和胚绸主要来销往江苏和浙江。另外呢，这企业呢可以把产品直接卖往这个印度、日本等国家。
Silk came from China to be printed in India since the earliest times. They used to get silk traders who would come from China just carrying silk on their backs and sell house to house.
The eastern state of Jharkhand is one of India's leading silk producers. Cocoons are collected from across the state to the capital city, Ranchi. Some are distributed to the mountainous village of Bagaya, where over 10,000 women earn their living through reeling. On average, one can reel about 100 to 150 grams of yarn per day.
We have decentralized production. They do production to their home. We give them 600 rupees per kg.
After reeling, the yarn is sent for weaving in the handlooms. Anand Mandel, a traditional weaver whose family has been in the business for 200 years, buys Chinese mulberry silk from traders across the country.
ये जो प्रोडक्ट है ये चीन से आता है और हमारे यहाँ जो है मेरे यहाँ जो भरनी जो है वो खुद हम लोग तैयार करते हैं। तानी जो है ये चीन से आता है और भरनी तैयार करते हैं अपना खुद से। इससे जो है हमारे यहाँ साड़ी बनता है, सलवार साड़ी बनता है, दुपट्टा बनता है और मतलब जो इससे जो आप बना सकते हैं। चीन से जो भी आता है मतलब बहुत बढ़िया प्रोडक्ट है।
With 16 looms, 40-year-old Sakichandra Ram runs the largest weaving workshop in the village. Over 20 years of experience tells him that combining the silks of India and China is more productive and profitable.
मेरा काम भारतीय सिल्क पर भी है और चाइना सिल्क पर भी है, पर चाइना सिल्क का जो धागा रहता है वो ब्रेकेज कम होता है, जिसके कारण उत्पादन उस पर अधिक होता है। इसलिए अगर बेटर देखा जाए तो चाइना सिल्क ज़्यादा बेटर है।
From the small village, silk fabrics are sent to other places around the country for dyeing and polishing before being crafted into Indian women's traditional garments like saris, stoles, dupattas, salwars, and turbans. Silk brightens our wardrobe. In central Beijing's bustling Qianmen area, Zhou Chu Ming, a 70-year-old master tailor, is handicrafting Chinese qipao using silk. This glossy piece of fabric is a satin brocade from South China. The century-old Reifuxiang store holds a wide range of high-quality silk, handpicked from across the country. Making a qipao from silk is a lengthy and meticulous procedure. Measuring, sketching, edging, buckling, and embroidering. Each technique takes years or even decades of training to master.
现在制作一件这个旗袍，我们要经过30多个部位的量体，100多道工序，9大流程，不光是一件这服装，更像一件工艺品。随着我们这个民族文化的自信和国潮风的一个兴起，更多的国际的友人非常喜欢瑞福祥的丝绸。
The European passion for silk spurred the prosperity of the Silk Road. On this journey, however, silk was never just a commodity, but a carrier of culture and witness to history. Macclesfield, a small town in northwest England, is seen by many as the western end of the Silk Road in Europe. Silk making and trade peaked here in the 18th century. Silk shaped Macclesfield in history and still defines it today. A new reality is being woven here.
How can we use these threads to weave new things going forwards? We want it to be modern, so we want to reinvent new things.
Adam Lee Textiles, a local silk printer, imports most of its raw silk from China's Zhejiang province. It works with Zhejiang to combine traditional screen printing and modern digital printing to produce luxury products.
About 80% of what we buy is from China. So we know from the experience that we have that they manufacture the best quality silk in the world. The quality that we get is exceptional.
Macclesfield's historical link with China via the Old Silk Road continues to bond cultures and peoples. Manu Qian, who has made several trips to China, said he expects the Belt and Road Initiative to benefit Britain and China and all other countries along the route.
Silk Road is an important part of not only China and the UK, but all the countries in between as well. So I see it as a huge opportunity for the UK and for China. This is something that really will benefit everybody.
As silks intertwined, cultures converge. The Silk Road has trailed a path and bridged peoples and civilizations. With the Belt and Road, a new journey begins.